What's good, y'all? It's your boy Markel here with the Edge, and you know what I'm saying. I'm here with my boy Donnell,
How we
and
doing?
it's in his own business, Wheezy Fitness. You feel me? And we're finna go ahead and dive right into that. But other than that, welcome to the Edge. Let's get straight into it. So, question one. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like an introduction and a journey, your journey type of question. Feel me? Each one of these are gonna have like their own categories. And we'll just dive into it like I said earlier. So the first question is, for everybody who don't know you, kind of like introduce yourself, tell us what you're doing today, and kind of like walk us through your athletic journey to this point.
Okay, well, my name's Donnell Fulmore. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina, 32-year-old. Right now I do my own personal training, Wheezy Fitness. I got my own basketball team, Wheezy Mambas.
Okay.
4th grade boys all the way up to 7th grade boys is who I coach.
Nice.
And of course, as of right now, we both signed to that league.
Yep.
So it's just been transitioning. Everything's perfect together. And just a little bit of background about hooping. Grew up in the hoop state, North Carolina. Shout out John Wall, one of my favorite hoopers from North Carolina.
Sir.
Jerry Stackhouse is another one.
Okay.
And I'm a Duke Blue Devil, not a Tar Heel fan, but you know, that's
Right.
And then as far as me hooping, man, Allen Iverson was the first person that made me pick up a basketball.
Really?
Yeah, used to cut, you remember the baseball sleeves with the socks?
Yeah.
I used to cut them like that because they didn't make compression sleeves, so you had to make your own back in the day. Yeah.
That's how it is back in the day. The kids don't know nowadays, shoot.
And then just the grind, man. I'm the baby of 13 kids.
Yep.
So 7 older brothers, 4 older sisters. Just trying to beat everybody in basketball. That's where my competitive edge came from. And then once I noticed I could shoot, that's when it clicked for me. You know, like I played football, played baseball, I did all this other stuff. Football, I didn't like getting tackled. Baseball, I was getting struck out all the time.
Okay.
So basketball, I could score the basket, you know, and
That's-
it was, now that I look at it, it kind of was like Curry range before Curry, you know, that's
Really?
how I got to shoot. And then once my handles went, and then it all just went and just kept grinding.
there.
And then played at Vance Granville Community College. That is in
Okay.
Henderson, North Carolina.
Okay.
I did 2 years of JUCO ball there, averaged 11 points, about 4 or 5 assists. That was just a different type of grind. You know, you have these programs like a Division I program. There's certain things you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
You're gonna wake up, you're gonna have breakfast, you're gonna have your trainer, you know, you're gonna have
all that
everything.
for you. Yep.
At a JUCO, I was at a D2 JUCO. It's just different, man. You know, we didn't have the trainers. You know, we didn't have the athletic staff. We had an athletic director / coach. You know, so it kind of was like a building program, which is kind of dope how we recycle and doing what we're doing now with this
Right.
DBL.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So when you went to JUCO, was it like you were talking to a school and they wanted to see you go to JUCO first, or you
So-
just went there?
So I actually was not going to even hoop after high school.
Oh, okay.
I love hooping. It's just realistically, I grew up to where the top guards in my class, like I said, John Wall, Desmond Wells, Bishop Daniels, Ian Miller, you know, just guys who like household names that everybody knows. You know, it just realistically in my mind at that point, I was like, bro, they're scoring 30 a game. You're scoring 7 a game.
Yeah.
Let's just be realistic here. There's this big thing called the Pro-Am. I don't know if y'all had that. Where you from?
No, I mean, we probably did.
It's just where like
it's
the
just-
kind of like the Jamal Crawford joint.
Okay.
How he does it in the summer runs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we
okay.
had this big thing, and Jerry Stackhouse used to run the Pro-Ams. And I had probably a 3-game stretch where I was like, start off the game 5 for 5 from the 3. A referee set me down and was like, where are you going next year? Because, you know, they say your names and stuff, and they let everybody know where you're going. And it just said I graduated from Wakefield High School, class of 2011. I had no car. I was like, I'm going to work. You know, at this time I was a manager at Big Lots.
Oh, okay.
Furniture manager.
Managers. What?
Well, I mean, Big Lots is one of the coolest laid-back stores you could ever work at, you know?
Okay,
I was there since 16. It just gave me the manager position, you know? So I was like, oh, yeah, I can do this.
Right.
You just assemble furniture all day.
Right.
You know, because there's no delivery service, nothing like that. So
Easy work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you want this couch? Okay, well, meet me around back, you know?
Right.
They have to
Gotcha.
load it themselves.
Yeah,
Just,
okay.
and we make them sign off on all that. So, but yeah, man, it just was, I was just trying to be realistic, you know, and just understand. Because I had older brothers and I got cousins who went off overseas and just, I saw the grind. And just at that time in life,
Yeah.
I didn't care about that no more, man. I just was like, yo, I'm not going to, so I was doubting myself. You know, and yeah, that is one of our biggest downfalls, self-doubt. You know, we get up in our mind thinking we can't do something when it's just right in arm's reach.
I feel that. Okay. So like, that's interesting. So like after, cause JUCO is what, 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you do after that?
After JUCO, I moved to Minot, North Dakota.
Okay.
I went to the Dakota College at Botno, got into some trouble. Basketball took a pause again. So that helped me actually branch out and do my own stuff like Wheezy Fitness. Because, you know, you mess up a little bit, you're stamped in the system, you know? And then there's certain jobs that you can't get because you have a record, right?
Yeah.
But this is, as we were walking downstairs, I was telling you, I love North Dakota because it's a Atlanta opportunity.
Right.
You know, I wanted to do something that no trainer ever did for the youth, right?
Yep.
So my first 25 clients were all free. That lasted for 4 months.
Hey, that's
So then I
solid.
said, I started getting more and more clients, right?
Yeah.
So then I said, what can boost this another level? There's no trainer still in the state of North Dakota that's working out kids at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I didn't even know that. I
No.
didn't even know that.
You know,
That's crazy.
And so that's why, like, I'm a perfectionist. So if I'm gonna put my all to something, it needs to be correct.
Right.
You feel me? So that's why I felt like, dang, what can I do that's different from the better basketball guy? You know, or you know, just something different. And I don't ever look at another trainer's competition. I look at it's like, oh, he has a base. Let me see how I can, like the IPT guy.
Yep.
That was a great learning experience.
Yeah.
I've transferred everything that he taught me, and my sessions are more fluent. My kids are having more fun, and they're learning.
There you
feel
go.
me? So it's just
The connections, bro.
yes,
Connections.
yes. It's just been amazing.
Yeah.
What has it been, like 2 months for us? 3 months since all this really kind of
Take off, really?
Yeah.
All right. So this next question is more about, you know, athlete development. All right, as a trainer, okay? So as a trainer, what separates athletes who consistently improve from athletes who have talent but never reach their potential?
One of my favorite quotes is the hard work beats talent any day. Because, you know, for instance, some guys just naturally have it. They just naturally can come, but then, you know, you get content. And, you know, let's kind of base it off of, if you get to a vert of 40 inches, right? That to someone who vert is 20 inches. It's gonna allow you to obviously jump higher, usually gonna be faster, stronger, and all that, right? The player development and let me reword this right.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Because I be jumping everywhere.
Yeah, you good.
Reword your question.
Just as a trainer, what separates athletes who consistently improve from athletes who have talent but never reach their potential? So the difference between consistent athletes and athletes who basically depend on their talent.
Oh, just consistently doing anything. You know, like if we shot your trick shots, it took you consistency to get those down, right?
Yeah.
But you can't take, I mean, I'm not gonna say you can't, but taking 7 months off and then going right back to it, it's gonna take you a little bit of time to get to where you are now.
Right.
You be catching them in your first shot, you know? So, where I see your video,
Yeah.
I gotta get one of those with them.
I appreciate it.
No doubt, bro, no doubt. We gotta do something like a halftime show for the fans or something like that.
Yeah, do something like that. I'm down with that.
For sure, you know?
That'd be hard because I
it's-
do like the trick shot between the halftime, post out YouTube. Yeah.
You feel me? You're consistent with it. You know, there can be a guy. For instance, I'm a great shooter,
Right.
but I can't shoot that shot like you because I don't practice that shot consistently.
That's
So,
good,
and that's
man.
just my talent. My talent is shooting. Your consistency with your talent shooting is gonna, you feel me? It's
It's
gonna
gonna improve.
just, yes. And for every athlete that's out there, every second you spend not working out, there's somebody getting better than you right now. The partying is always gonna be there. Girls are always gonna be there. Your friends are always gonna be there. But time, we always ain't got time.
Nope. That is
That-
the truth. Time is, hey, that mess is disappearing as we
What?
speak. Boy. All right, so this next question is more about basketball development, okay? What basketball skills do you think young players spend too much time working on, and what should they spend more time developing?
Dribbling.
Dribbling?
Everybody wants to cross everybody, and just like yesterday when we were hooping, how many carries did I have to call? An efficient guard dribbles no more than 4 dribbles, because no matter how fast you are, that basketball going up the court, moving, is always going to be faster than us. And if I'm dribbling at the same spot for 4 seconds, we got 20 seconds left now on the shot clock. So say the next person does it. Take out another 4 seconds. The next person does it. Take out another 4 seconds. That's why the Klay Thompson 4 dribble 37-point game, forever impressive. Moving around, This man dribbled the ball 4 times and dropped 37. That's not easy.
Nah, that ain't easy at all. That sounds impossible.
Bro, you feel me? And it just shows you like, and there is levels to this.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think there probably is a high schooler who can do it right now, but you know, that's why Clay's a pro. But too many kids are wanting to be Curry. You know, we grew up saying Kobe.
Yep.
Doing a mid-range fadeaway.
Yep.
You couldn't shoot a 3 unless you, and this is, as a coach, I still believe this. If you don't shoot 40%, you're not a 3-point shooter. If you shoot 39%, you're not a 3-point shooter.
Okay.
You can ask the last 6 years that I've been hooping in leagues, 62% or better. Because I don't shoot dumb shots. Yeah, I don't shoot dumb shots. Yeah. I'm a floor general. Everybody wants to block me. I get past that first person,
right. Somebody
comes, it's always open.
Somebody's open.
It's always open.
That's usually how I feel, but I'm not at that level yet where I got to get my shooting percentage up before I can do that. Because you see how I'm a pass first.
I don't know why. Yeah,
I'll be hesitating.
Like, damn, I'm open?
First. Yeah.
I'm open?
I'll be hesitating.
But when you don't hesitate, you start hit. When we first played, when you stop hesitating, you hit.
That's true.
Because at first I was like, oh, he keep hesitating. I'm just let him shoot then. Because he don't know if I'm going or not.
Right.
And then when she was like, oh, he not coming? And you hit 3 of them. I was like, oh,
that's true.
Mike start going crazy.
He was going crazy.
I've never seen him turn up like that. Shout out to Mike, yo.
Yeah. Great.
Buddy was crazy.
Yeah, that is a good point though. Like everybody wants to dribble, you know what I'm saying? And even me, like I like to pass the ball. At the same time, I still feel like I need to learn how to dribble, but I feel like I just gotta stick to my strong shooting. So like I said, the last couple questions is go back to that same one. But pretty much the question is this: if you can go back to yourself when you're 16 years old, what would you tell yourself about basketball training and pursuing the next level?
Just keep going. You know, that consistency. Partying is gonna be there. Leave the parties alone. You know, have some fun.
Yeah.
You know, at 16, you're kind of like, you're really starting to feel yourself, especially as a young man. You know, you're getting hair, you're getting muscles, you know, girls are starting to like you, you know. And I would just definitely stay more focused. That's it. Locked in.
Okay.
Because I ain't had no bills to pay back then. All I had to do was go to school and
just worry about your responsibility. Free. I'm so excited what you're talking about. Free. And then the next question is, so it's basically more about the edge, okay? And what your understanding of it is. So from everything you experience as an athlete and a trainer, what does having an edge mean to you?
My edge is having the ability to do something better than the next person. You know, what edge do I have? And that's, for instance, how I know I'm faster than most people, so my speed, I would try to use it first, right? I know I'm a trainer as well, so I know there's certain ball handles I can tell when someone can't dribble. Right. There's certain mechanics I can see, and I can pick the weakest person on the team already, you know, just because of their mechanics. Yeah. So that'll probably be an edge I can have just by being able to read body language with people and just seeing who could do what. Like young boy last night, you can tell he's a hooper. He was just fluent. I don't think he sweat yesterday. He was so cool, calm, and collected. Buckets.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, right?
I was looking to get irritated. I was like, for
no, but he was still there, but he had a hezzy. And it's like you look, because he looked that way, but he took off that way. And I was like, yo, that's next level. He just graduated this year.
Oh, just graduated? High school?
From Bismarck, actually.
Okay. Did he say where he was going to play? Mm-mm. Yeah, he was nice for sure.
I mean, he knew he was from the same tribe as my teammate.
Oh, okay.
That's actually their little cousin, so I'll figure out more about him.
Yeah, okay.
That whole group gonna come out and hoop with us every time I come out to Bismarck from now on. So.
And then I do got a bonus question for you. All right. Bonus question is this: if you can create one guide to help athletes or parents through their sports journey, what would this guide be about? What information or resources would you make sure is included?
Your diet will be the number one thing. So now my strength and conditioning clients, we're on a whole different level grind because most of them are adults. And 80% of them pass because their diet's right. You are going to have those clients who come and see you 4 days a week.
Right.
And it's, they see results, but they don't see results how they want to. Because, for instance, if you were to just get a good workout in, right? Yeah. But we go to Sicky's and we eat 4 burgers. That's stupid. Yeah. 1 burger without the bun, protein, get you some rice, eat the right things. And it's a lot of people, some people are just ignorant.
And if you're ignorant to it, you don't know, that's cool. But then this device right here, we literally could go to Chat GPT right now and ask them to make me and you a 4-week clean eat, tell them what you're trying to do. And the thing that hurts me the most is how lazy people have gotten as a society. We have choices every single day when you wake up. You know, first thing I do is I thank God when I wake up. You don't have to wake us up. And of course, brush your teeth, wash your face, make sure you good, and make sure your kids are good, right? The next choice, I tell everyone, and this is another reason I like being early, if you're rushing, you're already messing up your day. Oh, I'm late, I gotta do this, and now your life is all in a scramble, right? And that's why everything is so, I have things booked out 6 months ahead of time right now. Just because I learned a routine helps you so much, because when things are in order, just think of how smooth things go, right? Even in your relationship, when things are good, it's smooth. Oh, this is my baby, I'm happy, we're together forever, right? When things are rough, your mind gets worried. You know, then we start getting insecurities, then we start worrying about the wrong things when it's just our mind, right? And then if you keep the right preparation, like you know when, for instance, with your lady, you know when your lady's having a bad day, right? You know the things she likes. A simple flower in her favorite drink can change all her bad moods. Yeah. Regardless if you caused it or not. Yeah. You know, that's just with everything. If you prepare yourself and you stay ready, you never have to get ready. So I always want to be a step ahead, you know? And especially with having kids, man, it's just like, say I do get an injury from this league, that messes me up all around, because like you can't pour concrete with a hurt leg. It's impossible. So, you know, I'm doing the right preparation, I'm stretching. I started hot yoga. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't even know I wasn't as flexible until the lady made me do a half a split. We're almost to 3/4. I told her, hey, slow down, that hurts. Have you ever tried it, bro? Nah. It's a pain from your back that go to your neck. And I'm just like, shorty, get off of me. Yes. Look, I'm still like this. I was like, ugh. She's just pushing. She's like, you got it. I'm like, no, I don't. If you know, like, and for the younger kids, so once a kid hits 14, I no longer depend on their parent to be what I need them to be that next level.
As you're 14, you know, you're becoming a young man, responsibility is now on you.
Right.
Just like how we were talking about getting them prepared for school, this is where you start now, you know? If your kid wants it that bad, it shouldn't be up on you, especially if they're driving.
Yeah.
When the kids aren't driving, that's a whole different story.
Right.
Then, you know, they rely on you. But once a kid's driving, I got 3 kids who I train that drive. They're always there 40 minutes ahead of time. Because I have other sessions ahead of them, so they're just in there warming up.
Right.
And that's the stuff I love, man. I can't charge a kid who's there 40 minutes extra. You mean tell me you're gonna give me 2 hours of your time?
Right.
Instead of being out trying to be cool with your friends. This was all summertime they were doing this. I had a kid who he was doing asphalt for the city, right? So I would meet him at the gym at 5:30. He'll get done at 7. He'll go to work from 8 to 5. Meet me right back at the gym at 7 o'clock at night.
Okay. That's
dedication.
That's dedication. Yeah, love to see that.
Man,
love to see it.
He actually went back to Bakersfield, California. I hope
he did?
Little Chris is doing all right.
That's good. You still checking up on him?
He never had social media. The number I had just don't work. So
dang. Okay.
I know his grind was different, bro. I've never met a kid without social media.
That is different. For real, that's different.
17 years old.
Committed,
right now.
dude. Yeah. Committed. All right, so basically you're saying you like a guy that basically teaches you how to prep athlete, at least prep for an athlete or prep for yourself, food-wise, and making sure you're healthy and whatnot, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, because you know what we eat is what fuels the body.
Yeah.
You know, so like LeBron James, for instance, 24th year in the basketball. 24 years is crazy. Yeah. There's some guys who don't even make a year.
Taking care of this.
You know, and that's his nutrition. You know, granted, his nutrition is going to be better than the average because we don't have $2 million to just throw away on nutrition.
Right. So basically, this guide, like if you created this guide, it'll be more about how to meal prep and how to, you know, stay committed to it and follow it, or is it more about how to meal prep and here are some like recipes?
It will be everything because it will teach you the portions you need because you can overeat the right things. You know, like you can overdrink water. You know, I never knew that. You can drown yourself by drinking too much water. I never knew that either. You know, I would drink gallons a day. Then I had a nutritionalist. She said, you need to stop drinking so much water. And I was like, you don't know what you're talking about. And she broke it down. Well, to become a personal trainer, they made us take this course.
Yeah.
And I was blessed that at the time I went through ISSA. Yeah. Their course was being taught live at Planet Fitness in Minot.
Oh, so you
man, it was just a blessing. And that's why I was like, yo, this is my path. This don't happen for everybody. No. You know, and I've been able to reach. I'm here in this league now because of me personal training.
Right.
You know, I never would have got the call about like, yo, you want to hoop? So
there you go.
But no, I would create a guide to help you understand why you need carbs when you need carbs, you know, why you need the fats, why they're good fats, why they're bad fats, you know, why you're cramping, why your body doesn't like certain things, you know, if you don't fuel your body, that's like our body's like a car. You don't put oil or gas in your car, you ain't going too far.
That's a good point. Okay, okay. I appreciate that. That could be like a whole section of guys right there.
Oh yeah, bro. It's so much that people just don't know.
No.
You know, and like I love and I hate this new way of things, because back in the day, steak, rice, and broccoli. Get lean off that. You can bulk off that. It's just all about portions of how you're eating it and times you're eating it. Yeah. You know, because people get so confused when I tell them you got to eat 5 times a day to lose weight. Blows your mind, right? Why do I have to eat 5 times a day to lose weight?
But you got to eat the right portions and the right things. Right. That's solid. Okay. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all the questions I have for you, man. Appreciate you coming on to the show.
I appreciate you for having me.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Helping, the viewers.
Yeah. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, repost. We got big things coming for y'all, man.
Bro, we do. We got big things coming. But other than that, man, your boy Markel, aka May, is out. And once again, welcome to the Edge. Prepare for more. Peace.